All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Okay, so I want to welcome everybody to DLD After Dark, and you got your boy Dark here to this side. We have Light, and below us on the Brady Bunch lineup, we got the incredible Hank Strange gracing
What's
us
up,
with his
guys?
presence.
Yeah,
What's
Welcome,
up,
welcome.
man?
I'm in the middle of dark and light. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know what
In
that
the middle
means.
of the darkness and the light.
Yes,
That's awesome, man.
that
Dude,
sounds like
we're
me. That's the medium I live on. Spectrum.
yeah, stoked to have you here, man. It's awesome. I had a blast on your show with you and Kevin Dixie. So glad you could
Yeah,
come
that was
on,
fun.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
yeah, that was
So
cool. How was that meeting Kevin Dixie for the first time, man?
it
Kevin's
was
intense.
cool.
Yeah,
Someone said, "Who is Hank Strange?" Stop
yeah.
playing. Stop trying
Hey,
to
Come
not
on,
everyone.
man. Don't
Listen,
play
that
that
wouldn't
game.
surprise me, man. Everyone doesn't know me, you know. I
Nah, nah,
mean,
I'm playing. He
uh,
is so. This is someone that we know.
yeah.
He said J.K. too.
I'm internationally known, son. Locally accepted.
Dark light sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was cool, man. Kevin
Mhm.
Dixie is, I mean, really kind of meeting a dude for the first time. Like, you don't really know what to expect, right? So you
Mhm.
watch, you listen, and
Mhm.
it was just cool to see kind of how aligned we were with some of our thoughts, and you know,
Mhm.
we never met, so I don't know. I thought it was cool, man. He seems like a good dude. I'd love to have him on our show as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys should reach out to him, man. He is a good dude.
Yeah, man. And I kind of looked into him and saw like what he's done with a lot of those pistols, man. Those are dope.
Yeah.
Those are like
Right. The
super dope.
truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those truths are so complicated, man. Kevin
Yeah.
Dixie is like a gun preacher, and everything he does has got all kinds of levels. I made the mistake of at Shot Show. He had the truth out, and I forgot whose booth he was in, but he was doing a presentation on his guns, and we were like, okay, tell us about this thing. An hour and a half later, Lola was like, okay, at some point we got to stop.
Yeah. I mean, it's deep. Like it's
Yeah,
like even the foam is like,
yeah,
designed like yeah, that's so like when you get one of these handguns, just to give you guys
yeah.
kind of like a quick 30,000 foot view, there's a story about like the Underground Railroad or like Black Wall Street, and the story is like,
Yeah.
you know,
Hmm.
on the gun, like in some form or
Hmm.
fashion. And then the Pelican case
Yeah.
that it comes in, like the pick and pluck case.
Hmm.
First off, they're super Gucci, like A tier Gucci guns, right? And it's got
Hmm.
like a whole like laser etched design of like, the
Hmm.
Underground Railroad or Black Wall Street. So
Hmm.
it's a lot of
Yeah.
thought and a
Or
lot of
Rosewood, for example.
yeah,
Like
Rosewood
Rosewood
too.
was a thing that happened close to where
In
I
Florida.
live. Yeah.
Yeah, in Florida. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah.
How'd you end
That
up
was
hooking
a
up with Kevin Dick? I'm sorry, Lane.
Oh, I was gonna say that was a horrible situation. And believe it or not, I did not know Rosewood was in Florida. I thought that was like South Carolina, Georgia. And then I watched the
Hmm.
movie and I'm like, holy shit. I knew about Juneteenth before I knew about Rosewood. And I knew about
Hmm.
Juneteenth
Hmm.
way longer before. And it was one of those that
Hmm.
brought attention to my eyes. And like I said, I have a mixed family, and it's one of those where we have discussions, we have conversations and stuff, but that's one of the ones that my New York family members really didn't know too much about. And
Hmm.
I wish I knew who you guys were talking about. Honestly, I have no idea, but it sounds like an African American dude that builds guns with
Whoa,
historical
whoa.
representation.
Yeah,
Am I
Yeah.
mistaken,
Kevin
or
Dixie.
yeah.
No,
Kevin
Kevin
not?
Dixie.
Dixie, NOC. If you look him up. By the way, I see Appalachian Gunrunner out there. He says I've done 3 lives today. He's been on 3 lives with me. So that dude's we got
Committed.
to do something for Appalachian Gunrunner, Lola. Yeah, he's awesome. I actually did 4 today. I was live on the radio show, Armed America Radio with Mark Waters. So that's
Yeah,
yeah,
man. That
yeah, that
you're
was kind of
you're
crazy.
staying. Yeah, and
Yeah,
I mean, you're staying
staying
busy, bro.
busy.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mark
that's what's
Walters.
up.
Yeah, yeah, Mark. Mark Walters, Lola. Mark Walters.
Mark
Hey,
Do you
Walters.
guys know who that is?
I don't think
honestly,
so.
I don't know. And believe it or not, I try to stay off of all social media and anything else. I focus on my children and I try to grow my garden and everything in my area.
Mhm.
And I help out the people around me the best I can. Other than that, I don't focus on the internet because it's toxic to me.
As you're on a
Yeah.
recorded live stream
Yeah.
to
Right.
1,400
As you're on the
people.
internet. Yeah.
The internet is the equivalent to me in traffic. I'm not allowed to have a tire iron in my car because windows get broken and mirrors get broken. So the internet,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm not gonna try to be internet tough guy. I just back off, and you know what? People say what they want in the comments. I don't care because all you're gonna do is get me to act a fool and waste my energy somewhere else other than my family.
So, guys, you heard it here first. DLD
Mhm.
After Dark will never be going in person. We'll
I
always
didn't.
do
Oh,
it.
really?
No,
I'm
no, I
playing. I'm
didn't say
playing.
that. I
They're
said
just
on the
avatars
internet.
on the internet. They're not even real. They're CG.
Yeah. Hey,
Yo,
that's an
Yeah.
interesting way to look at things, though.
what was that CG
Mhm.
guy back in the day?
Max Headroom.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm
Who's that?
84. I'm
What's up,
84,
Crumpy?
baby.
Max Headroom.
How much older are
Yeah.
you than me? 84, baby.
84 baby. I
I'm
graduated high school in 1988. So
damn. Okay,
that's
all
I'm an
right.
old dude. I don't know. How old are you
Okay,
guys? What's the age, roughly?
I'm
What's the age of you
36,
guys?
Yeah, I'm
36,
mid
36.
30s.
37.
Yeah,
Oh,
mid
okay.
30s.
All right. I'm 49.
Yeah,
So
dude, I had no idea,
I'm
man.
old school. Yeah.
When you said that, like when we were on stream the other day, I was like, I
Mm.
never would have guessed that. You got a young spirit, and plus,
Yeah.
you did say the whole black don't crack thing, which is
Black don't crack,
very
No,
baby.
true,
Black don't crack.
very true.
Plus,
Yeah,
when you put fat on top of it, goes sends you back in time.
hey,
yeah.
Back in time.
if you stop eating ham,
Yes, got him.
then you start
Yeah.
cracking, man. I'm just telling you.
Oh,
All
yeah.
my
I don't
wife's
eat pork.
family members let me know.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
funny.
eat pork. I don't eat pork at all.
Hey, let me throw out a quick hard question with a caveat to it. So
Okay.
my wife's family's all from New York, basically, and from Spanish Harlem, all those areas, and some of the Bronx. Whether they're Puerto Rican or African American, they
Hmm.
basically have all said the same thing when we're talking about what we see on the news and everything, talking about how we're more racist more than ever in history. And then the caveat on top of it, and you can answer one or both, it doesn't matter. Here's the one I don't know if you can answer, but my mother in law, she's married to another woman, and they're both,
Hmm.
you know, older black women. And
Hmm.
they have both said, you know what? All this pronoun shit, yeah, we can't get behind it, but they've taken over our movement and what it meant. And I have a
Hmm.
feeling that a lot of other people's movements have been taken over with people who funneled money in there to help push a narrative. And I'm pretty sure you see the narrative that we all see, that they're trying to break us down and make this a great reset kind of situation or get us to fight against each other.
Hmm.
That's the
Yeah, I
question
mean,
statement.
The
Sorry.
paragraph.
yeah. So, yeah, if the way I look at it is that really the folks who are out there pushing a lot of this woke movement and super political correctness that we have going on, they don't really care about individuals like they pretend. Like, to me personally, it doesn't bother me. People's sexual orientation, religion, things like that, it doesn't really matter to me. But everything's co-opted, and in a situation like this where everything's getting co-opted, it's because they don't really care about the individual, and that's the
Yep.
problem. If you care about the individual, it wouldn't be like this. If you were a same-sex couple, some people might not like that, but most of us would be like, oh, okay, cool, I get it. Like, as far as I'm concerned, if you're not lonely, that's good. If you're not hurting anyone or imposing anything on anyone, it's all good. I don't. loneliness is the worst thing in the world. So if you find someone to share the world with, more power to you. But a lot of these folks out there don't really care. It's about getting rid of and erasing the individual, including that. So one day when they get rid of folks like us, if you put us in the bucket of being like pro-gun, Second Amendment people.
Oh, we lost your audio for a second.
Yeah, I'm here. Did you guys hear the last part of that?
I heard pro gun,
Okay.
and that was the last part. I
Yeah,
heard.
it stopped at pro gun.
Oh yeah, I was saying if you're like us, right? Pro gun, whatever it is we're into, freedom, and these guys, once they get rid of us, they'll go after everyone else. They'll just slowly pick everyone. The whole idea is of getting rid of the individual, no matter what it is, and making everyone exactly the same, which has no identity. There is no sexual identity, no personal identity, nothing in what these guys are pushing. And that's why people feel that way.
Hank, before we even went live, I mentioned the whole comment how I live close to MLK, and it's funny how MLK changes whenever they want to rezone a district and kick everybody out of that community, give them bus passes, and send them off a couple miles or other ways down the road. And then the next low income or African American major area, they make that into MLK. I think that is, in my personal opinion, I feel that's more racist than a lot of other shit. And when I hear about systemic racism, that's one of the things that I keep on thinking of, because I'm one of those people who are fucked up in the way where if you, I want to have my communities with Korean, Asian, Black, this, that. I want everybody to intermingle, and I want everybody to be able to find a new source of friendship and help in, your common area versus, them keep on pitting people against each other. And, this is not what our stream is about. Our stream is about becoming independent and self-sufficient. But that's one of those things where I know you've seen it in your lifetime, how even with pro-Black community efforts, they keep Black people from intermingling with white, or pro-Asian or pro-Korean, you name it. I'm just one of the fans of everybody come together and play around, enjoy yourself. My wife never went out 4x4ing. First time I brought her to Florida when we moved here, we went out 4x4ing with like 8 different, big jacked up trucks with a whole bunch of people that, there was clan members in their family. And the one dude that gets out when we take a stop has a, Southern Pride t-shirt, sees my wife, 4'11.5", Black and Puerto Rican, and is like apologizing his whole heart out, like, I'm so sorry. My wife loves to run the long game, and she'll make this dude feel sorry for like, the next 3 days. But she was like, I'm just busting your balls, we're good, this and that. There's no issue when you actually put people together. The media is one of the biggest things I think is a giant killer.
Well, there's been a massive just division in our country in general, starting with this, pretend right, left, red, blue bullshit. And then once you get that bifurcation of our country, then you start creating these little pockets and buckets. And like you said, that, kind of, targeting the individual. I think another person that's high up on that list is the taking race out of it, just the military age male that is, armed and likely to rebel is in a bucket themselves. And I think those are likely the first ones, targeted.
The thing, I think you said it, I think Light said it somewhere in the beginning, right? It wasn't always like this. So for sure, we've had problems with each other in the past. And I think there was a time when we were starting to work all of this stuff out, and we were all starting to realize, hey, we're just people, we're Americans, even if we come from other places. This is America. We get to have access to all this stuff, and we can accomplish things. And then so when all of that was starting to disappear, people started reminding us of of these things and putting everyone in the bucket so they could pit people against each other. I think what's happening nowadays, though, most people see that, even kids, even a lot of young people see that that's going on, and they resist that and they reject it. I know my kids do. I know lots of kids, for sure. There's people out there who buy into it and they think everything's happening to them because of their skin color, one way or the other, or because of their gender or whatever it is. Yeah, most of us reject that. We just want to live our lives and have a good time and have interesting, fun people around us, and we just want to enjoy ourselves and build and do the things that we want to do. And we don't really want all of this. So
we just want to be left
we'll
alone.
see where this goes. At some point, people in America are going to say, hey, if you don't leave us alone, you're going to get the smackdown. But who knows how long it's going to be before we get pushed to there.
I appreciate the conversation, fellas. I want to learn a little bit more about Hank Strange. I was always curious, and I share with you, like, and I may have misspoke on this, by the way, because I can't recall if you helped me make the decision to buy a Scorpion Evo. This was back at the Hacienda with the Safety Harbor Picatinny rail.
Walter?
Yeah, when you guys were, running binaries. And so I ended up getting, what's up, Flying Rich? What's up, Bacon? Oh, and real quick, the end is near, beware. He actually was the one that was like blowing up Lola crazy to get her attention, to get us to do a stream together. So cool. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to him. He's always in our chat.
Yeah.
What's up?
He's a committed fan. Sorry,
I was gonna say I'm gonna take a pause for about 15 minutes. I'll still be listening and I'll still chime in. My video is gonna be off though. I got to do something right quick.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So, rub one out for the Gipper if that's what you got to do. I don't know. Be anything about to go down.
I want.
Could be like Jeffrey Toobin or something. Oh, full eye contact.
I want eye contact.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah. Don't pull a Toobin. Toobin left his video on.
Hank, were you military by any chance?
No, never in the military or law enforcement. I'm an artist.
Damn, dude! I legit thought you were like Army Marine. I'm not even gonna bullshit. No. I always thought you were. No. I didn't know your backstory, but I watched a ton of your videos back in the day when they came out, and I still keep up on you from time to time.
Right.
So I'm backing off of the video.
A lot of people
right
maybe think that because I'm a big guy. Yeah, a lot of people think that maybe because I'm a big guy or because of the mohawk or something like that. But
and you're into guns.
I'm just a big guy because of my family, man. I'm kind of I'm into guns or whatever. But I was never in the military or law enforcement. I'm an artist. That's what I am. Before this, I was doing hip hop music and stuff like that. I was like a producer. I was like a underground Puffy. Producing hip hop music and stuff like that. Yeah,
dude.
If people I did some reggaeton. I got a few albums out there.
You're cadent, the way you talk, the way you present yourself, and the discipline you have really made me think you were former military, not a police officer, but I thought you were former military. So that's the last thing I'm going to say.
No. I have there's a lot of like former military guys around me and things like that, but no, for me, no.
Yeah.
No, I'm just an artist. So, that's what I am, the creative type.
Hell yeah. Now, when you say artist, are you referring mostly to music or like drawing, painting, whatever stuff?
I mean, so like, I can't play any instruments or read music or anything like that, but we produce music and things like that. I'm just saying in general, creative. That's who I am. I could do so on my channel. I make the music that you guys hear. If it's good or it's bad, that's me.
Nice. What are you using?
So you can make a battle plan, but you're not going to be the leader in the battle.
Well, listen, if I have to lead, I'll do what I need to do. I think I understand that. But
gotcha.
To answer Dark's question, I use Reason. From Propellerhead, Reason. I've been using that since version 1. We've used a whole bunch of stuff. I've worked like in professional studios with people. And I've had several studios myself doing like hip hop music. independently produced those things, made the albums or press, CDs, whatever it is, made music videos, put that stuff out there. The first time I think I got on YouTube was like 2003 or something, whenever YouTube
Wow.
started. Because we were in New Jersey at the time, and I was telling my friends that, the guys I did stuff with, that this YouTube thing was going to change the face of hip hop music. I was doing some stuff with guys from the Outsiders in Jersey, if anyone knows the Outsiders. So I wasn't part of the Outsiders or anything like that, just some guys who were not like the main members of the Outsiders. Like one of my friends was a brother of Pace One, who is like a main member of the Outsiders. If you don't know the Outsiders, those guys are where the Fugees got their style from, in my opinion.
Oh, hold
Okay,
up. Is
and they're
this
they're on the Fugees album.
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, you'll find them. They're on the Fugees album. You know, and even Eminem did some stuff with the Outsiders before he blew up. If anyone
Yeah, I
goes, I
remember
don't know.
that old song, I Just Don't Give a Fuck.
Mhm.
Had the Outsiders.
Yeah,
Either they
yeah,
helped produce the track or something. That's what's
yeah,
up though, man. That's
yeah.
cool.
So like
Um,
I think in one of the videos we've got Pace One, but I've hung out with Pace One, Young Z, DU, all those guys from the Outsiders. My
oh
friend
my
Jens, his
God.
Pace One is
Young
his brother.
Young Z is
Huh?
like super fire. Like that, I don't know. There's this little snippet that was on I think the D12 album where he was like,
Mhm.
"Young Z, keep moving for that Max speak Cuban," and I was like, "Oh my God," because Cubans speak all fast
Yeah,
and Max are at like
yeah.
1300. So you could tell like a lot
Those
of
guys
thought
were
was put
those guys
into it.
were yeah, those guys were, they had a lot of talent, man. You know what? Like in a lot of things in life, having like super amounts of talent doesn't always, equal commercial success.
Yeah,
But so I did a lot of that stuff. Where like one of my friends was in reggaeton, really very close to the beginning. He's Panamanian, and he started out dancing for General. So if anyone is into reggaeton music, General is one of the like grandfathers of reggaeton, and my friend Enos did that stuff. And like we lived in Miami, I think, for about a month one time promoting one of the songs that he had. Like he had a #1 song on the radio in Miami, and so
yeah,
I'm into music and all of that, but like I've always been into writing. I've written stories. I can do graphics and stuff like that. Art, the whole thing. I see my life as like an artist. If someone asks me everything, I look at it from a point of view of an artist, as like a creative person, including all the stuff that I do. I genuinely believe in guns. I always have since from as far back as I can remember. I've been into
yeah.
guns and things like that. But I see everything from the point of view of an artist.
Mm. That's what's up, man. That's cool. That's
Mhm.
actually one of the questions I was gonna ask is does that show up in like gun building, gun customization, and like, firearms in general in your
Yeah.
world?
Yeah, it's probably like I always, there's nothing new under the sun, right? There's
Yeah,
nothing new under the sun, right? We just take ideas and we twist them, and add our creativity to them. And so if you're an artist, you might, to me, whatever that is, it doesn't, it's not something new that you invented that comes out. You probably plug into the universe and take something, even if you don't know it, you're influenced from somewhere, right? So for
mhm,
me, when it comes to guns, that's why I like weird guns like bullpups.
yeah,
That's how I look at things. I get bored with just the same thing. I can't do the same AR over and over again. You know what I mean? I have to put some kind of twist on that, and I'm always looking for what's different. Even with guns, I like the stories or the struggle behind. The most recent thing that I bought was a Hudson 9, and that's a
yeah.
company that came out, spent a ton of money, made this
Went
expensive
under.
handgun. Yeah, they went under, and I had to have that gun, and I just recently got one. And the story
They're
and the
dope
struggle of
guns.
all that, I mean, yeah, they were. I think it was something different and a twist on it, and I like that kind of the underdog story and everything.
Well, it's interesting because what you said, like comparing it to the music industry, like, raw talent doesn't necessarily, indicate like commercial success. It's the same thing with
Hmm.
the Hudsons or like most a lot of other firearms, right? Like there's
Hmm.
this book, The E-Myth by Michael Gerber, and it essentially says like, are you familiar with that book?
No, no, I'm gonna look it up. The E Myth by Michael
The
Gerber. Okay.
Yeah, it's a business book, mindset book, whatever you
Hmm.
want to call it, self-development shit.
Hmm.
But it's
Hmm.
it starts out like this. It says there's this woman who can bake like the best pies, like in the neighborhood, in the county, in the state, and she is the most incredible pie maker, baker, whatever out there, period.
Hmm.
Everyone's like, you need to sell these pies. You need to sell these pies. So what does she do? She takes all of her friends' advice, and the dopest pie maker out there starts making all these pies, but she can't run a business worth a shit. So she
Hmm.
fails and she goes under. So it's like,
Hmm.
you can't just like you said, that raw talent doesn't necessarily mean success. There has to be other elements to it. So it's
Hmm.
it's an interesting book, but I know that's a whole other
And
topic.
it has to be a craft. I think you have to look at what you do as a craft. So, like, that's how I approach what I do, right? And the let's put it back in a hip hop way. There's rappers who are true, like, rappers. Not, we've got what is it called now? Mumble rap and things like that. There's
Yeah,
actual rappers out there. They never made it super famous. They're not known all around the world, but they can feed themselves, take care of their family. They make probably good living, more money than the average person because of the craft of what they do, and they're deliberate about it. So they're creative, they have the talent, but you have to be deliberate about what you do and build up a structure around what you do, and have to be able, like a day like today where I have to spend all day on the internet and stuff like that. You can't go, oh well, I don't feel like it or whatever, right? You have to, the show must go on is one of the famous entertainment rules.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
time to do the show. We have to make the show happen. The show has to go on. You have to be deliberate in order to do this. It takes more than being the best person at making pies. Or they had a really cool gun idea, and there were some very smart people, and they had a lot of money, but it takes more than that. In a lot of ways, they outthunk themselves. They spent all the money, you know, and their cool idea, they didn't know where to pull it back and be deliberate about it, right? And make steps.
Yeah.
And that's why they came out with one gun. Maybe sold, how many guns did they make? 1,000, 2,000 guns or something like that.
Shit, I don't even
Someone will
know.
tell us. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
from
less than 10,000 guns that they made, and then they were out of business.
yeah, my buddy's got one, and I mean, it's in your hand. It feels like an incredible firearm, like fit, finish,
What
quality,
gun are we
trigger
talking
pull.
about right now?
The Hudson, was it like H9 or
H9.
Oh, okay.
yeah?
The one that was silenced,
No, no, it
or the
No,
other
that was
Hudson
no,
model
that's the
before the
silencer code.
silence.
yeah, this one is
Okay,
No,
the
almost
old
like
Hudson.
almost like a 1911 like style 9 mil with a weighted
yeah,
um, front receiver, and I think it may even be striker fired if I'm not mistaken, but it's all steel
yeah,
and aluminum, or no, all steel,
yeah,
and
yeah. It's
it's a
basically
dope
like the
gun. So,
future of the 1911. Yeah, yeah. You're thinking about silencer codes, and I forgot the name of
Maxim,
that, but the
Hudson
silencer code,
like
yeah, Maxim 9.
VP9 or something. Yeah.
No, you're thinking about the
yeah,
silencer code Maxim that was the first suppressed, supposedly the first suppressed production
No,
pistol. I don't know if it really is or not.
I thought there was a Hudson 9. I thought I saw that on like Demo Ranch or something.
yeah. I don't think Hudson
Maybe
made
I'm
an integrally
mistaken. Maybe I'm
suppressed one.
mistaken. Because that is an integrally
It could be the
suppressed.
same thing. It was out a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's like got a really
No, I think what you
square front
saw.
end.
yeah, square front end.
Yeah. It could be a Hudson
Yeah,
Maxim,
so let's
but
see.
I know it as the
Hudson.
Hudson.
Yeah,
But
the Hudson
the
9 is, let me see. The Hudson 9 is this gun. Here, let me see if I could show it on my. I don't know how to do this actually, because I'm not
Actually,
sharing
I
my
got
screen.
you.
The Hudson 9 is
I'll
that
pull it
gun
up.
right there. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Which is not
As
suppressed.
you'll
It looks
note,
like it should
it
be.
is not
Yeah.
completely suppressed.
There is a suppressed version of that gun also though, that is it comes out further.
You're talking about the Maxim 9, which is from a completely different company, I believe.
Okay,
I don't think
if,
Hudson got around to making a suppressed version of that.
I
Yeah,
think
like
it was
that's a Hudson. That's nice grips.
right, but I remember that the modern version also being partnered with Silencer Co. And having a longer brick in the front of it and being the Hudson like VP9 or something. I could be completely wrong. I'm
So
sorry.
this
I'm
is
stepping in. That one on the
Yeah,
bottom
you're
right
talking
hand
about
corner.
this.
that's the Maxim.
Yeah, that's the Maxim.
That's by
Okay.
Silencer Co.
Yeah, and this picture right over there on the right, that's both of them. The top one
Yep.
is the H9 Hudson, and then the bottom one's the Maxim. So just
Okay,
to humble
okay.
brag, I got both of those. I got both of those now.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey,
Nice.
I have something I've been sitting on for a while. You remember George Zimmerman?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
not a
so
fan, but I
not a
do.
fan either.
Uh-huh.
Not a fan either. But
Right.
there was a
Good way
gentleman.
to start the
Mhm.
conversation, like
I know, but there was a
Right.
gentleman that released a 1022 monolithic receiver for pistol, carbine, all the way up to XL, by
Okay.
the name of Zimmerman, and his last name was Zimmerman, and he called it Zimmerman Arms. He launched
Mm.
it, and within like 4 months after launching it, which was like the most amazing monolithic receiver for a 1022, the George Zimmerman thing popped up, and then all of a sudden he had to go out of business because of all of the hate mail and phone calls wishing him dead. And he has nothing
Yeah.
to do with it. He just happened to have the same last name as a
Yeah, it happened
cocksucker.
to be Zimmerman. Yeah. And
Exactly.
there's a lot of people named Zimmerman that that's too bad. I love 1022s, man. 1022s are awesome.
Look up
Yeah.
You know.
Zimmerman Arms XL and
Yeah, let
let
me
me
look
know what
that
you
up.
think, because it's a 1022, but they try to make it like an AR platform, like a training platform. And if you take this
Mhm.
for long distance, like 18-inch or 20-inch barrels with the XL, oh my God, dude,
Mhm.
like one of the most rigid chassis, and you're reaching out like 200, 250 yards with, just run of the mill 22 ammo hitting the target 6 inches that far away. As
Okay,
long as
Yeah.
so
you
it's
have
something like
everything.
that, like these.
Exactly. That's exactly it right
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
So real quick, a couple things happening in chat. Oh, 28EDU stopped by. What's up, brother? Thank you for
What's up,
rolling
man?
through.
What's up?
We're
Shout
all
out to
supporters.
28EDU.
Hell
Yep.
yeah. And also, we have Handsome Joe. Joe K came back through. He's been on a hiatus for 3-4 months. So, Handsome Joe, it's good to have you come back through. We miss you. And what people are asking is, Hudson's claim to fame was the reduced recoil, and yes, so their idea behind this was with the weighted frame and the low bore axis, it reduced recoil tremendously, and in all
Because it sat
steel
lower.
9mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, sits
Yeah.
lower. It's so yeah.
Does the mechanism kind of work like a Chris Vector, but on a smaller scale? Or is it just a lower
It's just a lower
recoil
bore
There is a
assembly?
Yeah, there is a weird, it looks like that when you look at everything up front, but I don't really think so.
I think it has a
Yeah.
rolling barrel to like maybe a slight degree, so that I think I could be mistaken though.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
but this,
Babyface P is a bigger nerd on that when it comes to that more than me. I think the big thing is the fact that they put out this gun. It was really expensive. The whole presentation of that gun looks like you're like an iPhone, like you're buying an iPhone. The box itself is probably $200-300.
yeah,
Damn.
Yeah. If you ever look at the packaging, if you look at any pictures of the packaging of how that gun came,
I
it was
never
really
never would even thought to look at the packaging on that gun. Believe it
It was
or not.
$1,300 when it came out.
Yeah,
Do you own a
It was
Dan
$1,200,
Wesson by any
$1,300 gun.
chance?
Yeah.
Do you own a Dan Wesson by any
No,
chance?
no.
Because I know that's like a $2,300
No.
gun, even like the compact 45 1911
Yeah.
variety. And I want to know what the packaging that shit comes in. Also, I mean, I never
that
thought
shit
the
comes
Hudson
in a
would look like an iPad or
in
an
a zip
iPod.
case.
I mean, here's the box that it comes in a box like that, like a nice foam case.
I was literally, that's too funny.
Just
I was
a
literally
very like, this is the bottom of the box. The box goes down in levels.
The magazines have their own.
Yeah, this is a crazy box.
Inserts.
Yeah, it's insane. They should have just put it.
Damn.
In a paper bag. And this, I mean, this was a $300 box.
Did Steve Jobs have anything to do with the marketing and packaging?
No,
of this firearm?
the people who did this gun, like, the guy was cool. It was a cool idea that they had, but they just had too much access to too much money, and they were just too smart to listen to anyone around them. I knew people were trying to tell them, go slow, don't do this expensive packaging. There were lots of different things they were trying to tell them, like, no, we're going full steam, we're going to take over the whole world on it. And unfortunately, it didn't work out.
They shot themselves financially in the foot because they could have reduced a whole bunch of cost and ramped up a whole bunch of production, but they wanted to make it like a collector's or an enthusiast kind of thing where you felt like you were one of one.
Well, they got what they wanted. It's a very unique firearm now.
Yeah. I love those kinds of stories. Those are the things, like, I have a zip gun. You guys know what the zip gun is?
Yep. It was a 1022 magazine.
Yeah, 1022 magazine, a little bullpup 22.
Wait, hold on. When you say, do you know what a zip gun is?
The production zip gun.
Is. Oh,
yeah,
the
production
zip gun, completely different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a cool gun. It was a bullpup. A bunch of people were shooting themselves in the hand, I guess, because it's so tiny.
Well, you cock it.
It's a bullpup 1022 kind of thing.
You cock it by the front.
Like Jam-O-Matics, though.
Yes.
I mean,
it's not a really good gun.
I assume if you polish it up and you make it run right, you go Bubba the Fett on it with the Dremel, you can make that thing run pretty reliably. But out of the box, they were
I don't know. They were.
Honestly,
but
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the company. It's another one of those stories that they went out of business, but they try to do something cool and radical, and people, you couldn't give those guns away. Someone gave one of those to me. I was in a store, and a guy came in there, and he was trying to sell it. And we don't even want that thing. He was like, "Oh, come on, take 70, give me $70 or something for it." And they're like, "Okay, just give him his money and get him out of here." And then the guy running the store didn't even want it. I was like, "Dude, I'll take that gun." So
dude, that's like walking through. Man. That's like walking through the grocery store, and they're like, "Would you like a sample of a High Point, sir?" And you're like,
"Yes,
okay,
I'll take it.
One, I'll take it."
Yeah. Do you guys have High Points? Every gun guy should have a High Point.
No, I don't.
You guys don't.
I talk trash on High Point, but I respect him because my buddy, he's got the High Point carbine, he's got the High Point compact, and the High Point full size, all in 9mm. And we've tried killing those things on our own. Without him realizing that we're digging it in the mud and then picking it up and shooting it. And I'll put it like this: Demo Ranch and all these other YouTubers, yeah, dude, straight up High Point. I'm just gonna say it's the cheap, generic American version of a Glock. It works and it runs.
Every gun guy should have a High Point. You can get one. I got mine. Now, truth be told, full disclosure, High Point does sponsor the podcast. They're partners with us on the podcast.
Okay.
In terms of our news and everything. But way before that, I got a High Point because Crump says he concealed carries one. But I was doing a challenge because people were saying, "Oh, I don't have enough money to get into this," and I was like, "Can you buy a handgun for less than $100?" So I bought a rifle for less than $100 and a handgun, and the handgun was a High Point 9. And
Nice.
I paid, I think I paid
Hey,
like $60 or something for it. Hmm.
Oh yeah, before all the craziness, like you used to be able to get high points like literally like for sub $100.
Yeah.
Ammo is mad cheap.
$65 multiple
Hmm.
times offered to me, and I was like, nah,
Right.
I'm good.
I
I'll
know.
buy the ammo and the magazine though.
Yeah,
No. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
And the thing,
hey,
it works. It works. That's the thing about it.
Well, but
hey,
you got to make sure that you throw that first round in the chamber pretty GD hard
Hmm.
from what I've heard.
Hmm.
that's on the initial break-in. But Hank, one thing
Hmm.
that I've mentioned multiple times is, they have welfare for low-income people. Well, what if we made like a welfare for the Second Amendment community where
Hmm.
everybody had a government issued firearm? And I was like, High Point, straight up,
Hmm.
everybody gets a
For
government
every
issued
American
High
in the
Point
mail.
right off the
I'm
back.
pretty sure
Wh-
every American has a High Point right now. I'm
Except for
pretty
two
sure. I
of
mean, that's
us.
what if you talk to cops, that's the most common gun for them to find out there.
Yeah,
Really? Really? I
I
thought it was
believe
like a
that.
Jennings like 25 cal.
That might have been back in the days. Right now, it's High Point. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but they work. And by the way, like that gun that I bought it from a pawn shop, and then being especially being a new gun guy, I took it apart to clean it, and the
Wait,
springs
so you
popped out
were
all over the
you
place.
were a new gun guy at that time.
Relatively, I think I've been doing the gun thing for like 2 years or something. I've only been doing guns like maybe 8 years at this point, so it wasn't a
Hey, just
long time.
just FYI, I've never owned a High Point, and before I
Mm.
even touched a High Point, I knew that you can only send it to the factory to get cleaned and taken apart. Is
Well, no,
that
you
the
could take
truth?
you. No, you could take it apart. I
Okay.
took it apart, but springs popped out, and I could never find those springs again. I called up High Point. They didn't even ask me for a serial number or anything. They were like, "We're sending a kit to you." I got that kit in like 2 days or something, and I put it back together. Good, good to go. So they really do cover it. If you look at Iraq veteran did a test where he tried to fry it in a pan. He did all kinds of crazy things, and they replaced that. So, you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
what is that Joe Morris is saying? The skies?
Joe Moore says the skies, the SCCYs are probably showing up in evidence rooms too. I would say the skies, Keltex, High Points, and of course Glocks, right? Because you got to look at the other factor of, what are the most popular civilian
Yeah.
guns, and they're likely stolen, right?
Hmm.
But I want to get back to really quickly
Hmm.
to way back in the day at the Hacienda when
Hmm.
I was watching you, and I couldn't remember if you inspired me, because I think I may have misspoke on your podcast or
Hmm.
stream when I said you inspired me to get a Scorpion. It may have been that I had a Scorpion and then I was
Hmm.
looking online for shit to do to it.
Okay.
But man,
Hey, I'll take it. It's all good.
whichever one it was, yeah, I'm grateful
Hmm.
for it because that's probably one of my favorite sub guns. Got the binary trigger in it. I actually, though I have the Safety Harbor pick rail adapter,
Okay.
I just got the uh, tail hook with the it's the stock arm on it, but with the tail hook on it. That's my baby, man. That thing
Okay.
is money.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was in the good old heyday of YouTube, man. Now they just block all my stuff. It's crazy nowadays. I
it's
used to be able
nuts,
to put
man.
up videos and people I was never a big YouTuber, but I was able to put up some of these videos and people actually watched it and stuff like that. Now they limit me, man. It's tough for me to get over 2,000 views and no matter what we do.
How many years ago was it? Because I remember you personally from me watching you as you were a gun tuber, in my
Hmm.
opinion, and then all
Hmm.
of a sudden, literally disappeared off the map. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot 100% about you, and
Hmm.
then Dark brought up Hank Strange, and I'm like, oh my god, I know who that guy is. Oh my god, black dude,
Nice.
Mohawk, right? Yeah. I'm like, I know this dude. Literally, my feed, I've been noticing on YouTube, the channels with DIY building, DIY metallurgy, DIY concrete, woodworking to farming. Everything is disappearing, and my whole YouTube feed, without me doing it, is legitimately everything politics. And even when I try to go into my own DLD or things of these nature, it completely drops out on me.
Yeah.
Dude, you were fucking phenomenal back in the day,
Thank you.
and
Yeah.
We still
in,
are. We still are. We're still
no, no,
putting
no,
stuff
no.
out there. That
Definitely
we
still
Hold
are.
on, you didn't let me
Yeah.
finish. Back in the
Mhm.
day, and still to today, because I ended
Mhm.
up watching your videos and your streams when Dark went on, when I was supposed to go on with you, and we
Mhm.
had the whatever. Uh, but basically, it's one of those where, dude, I'm genuinely impressed that you're still in this industry and you're still pushing forward, whether
Mhm.
it's in the gun industry or just passing on information.
Mhm.
On your channel, is there anything specifically that you try to pass on to your viewership for them to do and move forward with?
In terms of what?
Um, Put it like this: I'll follow up after you answer,
Mhm.
but
I can take a guess.
as in the terms of what do you need to do as an individual, a family man, a single man, doesn't matter who you are, even a woman.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
what are the things that you're passing out for information that you want people to take in and run with?
Mhm.
Like, what's the message in your channel?
Mhm. In my channel, I mean, I see that Dark put freedom up there, and I mean that's basically, without a doubt, that's what we're pushing. Like do what you want to do what you're into, and don't be ashamed of it. That's what I do. I do car stuff, and I don't hide over there on the car thing who I am. It's I'm using the same name. Obviously the channel is a different channel and things like that. People can easily find me. I just try to tell people, pursue the things that you really, really care about. Go out there after those things. I'm not going to stop doing gun stuff. They're going to have to take me out. So even though I could go off and do other things and probably put all my energies into that and be pretty big, this is like you cannot escape. It's I don't want to say demons, but these are the things that pull me through life. Even though when you're going through tough things and people are holding you down and all of that kind of stuff. On the podcast, it's the same thing. We used to have big numbers and we talk about it. The podcast is called "Who Moved My Freedom," and that's what we talk about. You know but and the reason why I called it "Who Moved My Freedom" is, do you guys ever hear of the book "Who Moved My Cheese"?
Yeah.
Anyone ever hear that book?
I think so.
Children's book.
Well, I don't know if it's a children's book, but it is a short book, and I think it's for kids and adults. It's called "Who Moved My Freedom, My Cheese," and it's talking about like mice in a maze, and every day they get to the center of this maze where the cheese is, and then one day they go there and it's moved, right? And so that's why I call the podcast "Who Moved My Freedom." And one day you get there and someone's moved your freedom, but that doesn't mean you just give up on it or you sit there and you wait for
Yep.
it. You put back on your track shoes, you get out there, you start looking and running around for, where is actual freedom. And even should you be waiting for someone to put it somewhere for you, right? Should you be
Mhm.
Yep.
finding it yourself? So that's the big thing that I try to push in everything that I'm doing. And I hope that comes across to people out there.
Hank,
Oh
I
yeah.
Mhm.
I actually appreciate that, and I
Mhm.
like that the terminology and the understanding that you put out there.
Mhm.
Um, you can run that maze 100, 1,000 times, and
Mhm.
then all of a sudden one day they move the cheese, and
Mhm.
now you're brand new, and you got to figure out where the cheese is again.
Mhm.
One thing where we started off on our channel or on the podcast to the YouTube channel is we try to ask our guest or our viewership, what's one thing that you've done to be able to make independence for yourself? Because there's a whole bunch of valves, that water valve to your
Mhm.
house, the
Mhm.
electricity.
Mhm.
They can turn that off.
Mhm.
You name something, they can turn it off. One thing that
Mhm.
we want to
For
keep
sure.
on promoting, and we've been doing it up and down here or there, but me back in the mix of things, I want to try to focus on these things again because this is
Mhm.
our bread and butter. We want to be able to help. We want people from your live stream, people who watch you, come to watch us also. It's not
Mhm.
about taking away viewership,
Mhm.
but one thing that we want to be able to offer is we want to be able to offer a way to find independence, a way
Mhm.
to be able to collect your own water, make your own resources, stuff of
Right.
that nature. And we're not a doomsday or anything else like that, but end of the day, you saw what happened in Katrina. You saw what
Mhm.
happened in all these other cities, towns, states, hurricane, wildfire, you name it.
Mhm.
Guess what? Isn't it better for you not to have to worry on picking up the phone and calling the boys in the blue, calling the fire department, calling whoever, whatever government agency? It's better to be able to handle it on your own property or being able to grow it and
I
reserve
agree with you.
things.
Yeah.
Now, what are some of the things? And I know you've had some good success.
Motherfucker. My
Damn,
fucking
Dark.
net.
You don't have to be mean to me.
I
He
think
had
he
a
has
gnat.
that
Get
rare
this,
moment where something flew right up his schnozzle.
He had a
bro,
gnat fly
literally.
right up in the nose.
It's this little
Got
fucker, and
him
I keep
good.
thinking I got one the other night,
Dive bombed
and
him.
I just saw
He
this little
he
gray
got one
fuzz,
with
and then
the other nostril the other night. This night was this one.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, listen, I'm with you guys. I believe I like the idea of independence. Lola and I live out in the country. You know, there's a lot of things we do to be independent here. We do have our own well. You know, like you said, we're probably dependent, I think, on electricity. I know one of the things I'd like to work on is to get like a whole house generator, maybe run it off of propane. But I recently got, well, first of all, I've got the van, and the van has a generator and all that in it. That's what I'm in right
Oh,
now.
hell yeah.
And this is
Yeah.
kind of my doomsday mobile. But, and I'm gonna put this video out soon. A friend of mine, actually Walter from Safety Harbor Firearms, knows how to fix motors. And since it's hurricane season, we wanted to do a video of a generator that he bought off of someone because it wasn't working for $50, and he got that generator running. So
Are
for
you
less
Damn.
than $100, you could get a generator. That video will be coming out soon.
Hank?
Mhm.
By any chance, are you FLA?
What does FLA mean? Florida? Am I?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is
If
that?
no, I wasn't trying to be like super. Oh, dude, are you in
Yeah.
Florida? No,
Yeah.
are you in Florida?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Oh, dude. If you and Dark have connect, hook me up, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna busybody you or anything else
Mm-hmm.
like that. But I told you where I'm at. I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm by Spring Hill area, Wiki Watchy, north of
Mm-hmm.
Tampa, south of Ocala,
Right.
west of
Mm-hmm.
Orlando, all about the same amount of time frame.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I have a whole bunch of plants, and I have a whole bunch of people that can help you out with independent self sufficiency, literally for free. And it's not one of those where I want to do taking pictures. I don't give a fuck. I like
Mm-hmm.
helping out everybody, and if I can pass on a message to you, and you
Mm-hmm.
can turn around and tell people, you know what, you see that gutter on your house? Get a 55-gallon drum. Costs you $25.
Mm-hmm.
Fill it up with water. Could water your plants, or you could use it to be able to boil and cook your food or bathe in, whatever it may be. Um, we're not end of the world people, but at the same time, there are natural disasters and crises that happen all the time when the electricity or the water goes out or it's contaminated. If you're in Florida, you know about the whole water's contaminated. You can't
Mm-hmm.
touch it for a week or two, or you can't drink it for a week or two. Um, but there's a whole bunch
It
of
depends
things
on where
that
you are. It depends on where you are. Like where we are, it's all natural springs and
I have
so that
springs in my area
yeah.
too, though. That's the
Hmm.
problem.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm assuming you're northern Florida. you're not Southern than me, but I don't want you to say anything because people apparently are getting doxxed. And I think that's kind of screwed up with people trying to pass out a good information and good topic and help people out. And, you know, on our channel, you know, one of us or two of us. Hello? I don't know if I'm
Dark is saying no.
You're not.
Dark is
Oh,
yeah, you're not muted.
Never mind.
Nope.
Never mind.
Love you, brother.
I was gonna say basically,
you
know, and you've been in the game longer than us, so one or two of us have been hit with the dox bug, and it's one of those where all we want to do is be able to pass out a good information and get a whole bunch of like-minded people to be able to conversate and talk about things and find new ways, or be able to build new groups in different areas to help each other out to find their own independence, or even be a support structure. And we got hit with that dox BS, and we're not going to mention who they are, and we're not going to retaliate or anything. But it's one of those where we want to put out a good message. And have you been hit with the dox bug?
I'm not sure to what extent it happened with you guys. There's always people trying to do things like that. I don't worry about it. I let that kind of stuff like roll off my back, and you know, I don't let people influence my life so much. You know, live inside of my mind. I prefer to rent space inside of other people's minds and let them worry about me more than I worry about those kinds of things. You know.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
That's the way I
So
look at it.
one question I would have for you, because I know we're coming up on an hour. So everyone in chat, get your Chris, do you believe in freedom? Everyone in chat, get your Hank Strange questions ready. What's something odd or bizarre about Hank Strange that people don't know about you, or likely
odd
don't
or
know
bizarre.
about you?
And also,
I don't know,
Hank, before you answer, because you have to answer to
Sure.
whatever they're asking in the comments. At the end of the comments, before you get off, can you please just give us a little sprinkle? You know, that Salt Bay. You know, sprinkle of salt on the meat. A little insight on what the next video, or just a little teaser on something to help us be able to, you know, gain a little bit of people, and also at the same time give our people a little heads up on something new that you might be putting out.
Okay, I can do that. So here's a weird thing that I could do that not everyone could do. Check this out. I could do this. That's a superpower right there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
That
I don't have
is
to try.
a superpower.
It's a little weird. It's a freaky to people that I could do that. You know, it takes practice. Been doing it for years.
It's hard to get the spread on camera. Now I'm like my fingers are like shaking.
The hand dexterity, man. The hand dexterity.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
not everyone can do that.
I know I can't do that. I know I can't do that.
Someone said this guy's the real deal. That's all it took. You got a new sub.
Steven Spielberg based E.T. on Hank Strange. Yeah, Elliot.
Yeah, I've been doing that since I was a little kid. That's how I always freak little kids out. You know.
Oh my God! I can tell you how Dark freaks out little kids, but we don't want to say it on live stream.
Oh,
right.
Of course.
Oh boy. All right, what's the questions? Hit me with the rapid fire questions.
Is that the odd or unique thing? Is that all we get?
Oh, I think we could put that in there. I mean, look, I put a lot of my stuff out there, so I don't know how much more crazy I could be. You know what I mean?
I'm not asking for crazy. Dark was. No, genuinely, anybody in the comments, no stupid comments. Anybody in the comments have an actual question for Mr. Hank Strange? We got a couple minutes, maybe 5 minutes left.
Yeah, 2A wants to know if I'm going back to Georgia this fall. No, I'm probably not gonna be able to make the IV 88 event this fall because on the other side, I am doing van stuff, and I'll probably be somewhere on the West Coast doing an overlanding event. I'm getting deep into overlanding, and my van is going to be turned into an overlanding van. It's like all-wheel drive and all that kind
Did
of
Nice.
you
stuff. So,
post your music? Oh, dude, I want to talk to you so much about overlanding on
mhm,
a van, but I got a
mhm.
question. Did you ever post your music?
My music, my some of the music that we did is on CD Baby. One of the albums we put out there, it's called Mnemonic. The artist that we had was called Jihad Mnemonic, and he, like I said, he was like one of the like a, I don't want to say a lesser member, but a lesser known member of the Outsiders, and that's on CD Baby. If you look, Mnemonic, like Johnny Mnemonic. That guy was Jihad Mnemonic. Other than that, my music is on it is on my music. It's on my videos. So if you look at all my videos going back to the beginning, like all that music is my music. Everything that you hear is my music. Sometimes it's like reggae or hip hop kind of tone, but everything you guys hear
Yeah.
is my music.
That's what's up.
Detective John Kimball, I don't
Mhm,
understand this. Here's my question for Hank. Why give a
mhm.
platform to an anti-2A retired ATF agent to promote his book? I have no idea where this is coming from,
Yeah, I
but
think he's talking about Vince
Rat,
Sheffield, who was
rat.
a former ATF agent that came on the show.
Mm.
Um, I mean, if you want to just listen to the echo chamber, you can do that. I think, Vince is like more old school ATF kind of guy, and I think there's a lot of things, if you take the time to listen to him, that with this ATF that we have now, he doesn't agree with. And obviously there's things I don't agree with him on. So, um I would rather spend a little bit of my time talking to folks like him and find the things that we have in common and figure out ways that we can move forward. Vince Sheffield is one of the people that will tell you how horrible David Chipman is, and we need that, right? That's important. He's a
oh,
guy who actually
Yeah.
worked with him. He knows how bad he is, and he could tell you that. So,
hey,
I have
Mr.
no
Hank
Well, and I
qualms
think
about
Strange,
it.
it's important too
Mr.
that
Hank
like
Strange, I'd like
Mhm,
to thank you for the opportunity to answer your question. And I'd
mhm.
just like to say that I really enjoyed my Dr. Pepper last time I was in Central Texas.
Oh,
I don't know if he's aware of what you're referring to.
Oh,
yeah, I don't know what that is.
no, David Chipman talking to Ted Cruz, and Ted
Oh.
Cruz was asking him a couple
Oh, right.
questions.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, the Dr.
Last
Pepper
time,
thing. Yes.
yeah, last
He was
time,
like,
Okay, I
"What the
get it.
last time he was in Central Texas was Waco, and
Light
he's
comes
like,
up with these weird references.
"I'm sorry,
Yeah.
dude. I'm
You,
sorry.
you got to
I
dig multi-level. What are you smoking?
nothing. 305 menthol. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay. Right, sure. That's laced with something.
Oh,
No,
that's
it
great.
was one of
Yeah.
those where it escaped everybody's train
Mhm.
of thought. And I'm like, what do you mean last time you were in Central Texas, you didn't enjoy the time as much as when you had a Dr. Pepper by, so
Yeah,
and
that was just
so?
a stupid thing that I think they trained him to say to that particular was it a congressman or senator
Yeah,
to
Ted Cruz,
kind of
Ted
like,
Cruz.
yeah,
Yeah.
to
But
deprogram him or something like that.
last time you were in Waco, you took a picture in front of a burning building with kids in there. Ah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was him. I know John Crump was talking about whether or not that's him. The bigger thing we have to worry about with Chipman is whether or not he ever lost his service pistol and why they
Yeah.
won't show us his service records and things like that. But I hope that he loses support and they move on. But ultimately we're probably going to get someone pretty terrible for the Second
Yeah.
Amendment, running the ATF.
Yeah.
I
One
say
hundred
I say we
percent.
get Vince Sheffield up there, man. I'd rather have
Oh, yes,
Sheffield
yes.
doing that.
I'll
So
take him.
I say we
yeah,
get Kevin Dixie up in there, man. That's
yeah. Yeah,
uh
if I run the ATF, we dismantling that bad boy.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
Everyone go home.
I'd like to be the last, the last, director or whatever. What is that position?
I don't even
Yeah,
know. Something
the
stupid.
Yeah,
director
Yeah.
of the ATF.
Everybody at 244 Needy Road, Martinsburg, West Virginia. Go. And that's a public address. So they're just saying, like, if you've ever gotten a tax stamp, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, real quick shout out. Wendy Gerard says, "Hi, managed to catch you live, 0348 in England. I listen to a lot on catch up. Love your content." That's what's up, man. We got somebody out in England watching us. Dang.
Cool.
Opie is asking, are you going to the last? I know you said you had another commitment around the same time, but are you going to the last Knob Creek ever?
I'm looking into when Knob Creek is. I'm not 100% sure I'll be able to do that. I would like to because I never went to Knob Creek.
Knob Creek?
They're not going to have it anymore.
This is the last one in October.
You guys remember that CNN showed live footage from Knob Creek?
Syria.
Yes.
There's like tracer rounds and people going, woo!
So Walter from Safety Harbor will definitely be out there. I was with him when that news came through, and he was one of the first people to post it out there. I wish I could make it, but I think that a lot of stuff going on towards the end of the month is, it's already booked, unfortunately for me. John Crump is asking, where do you get all your breaking news from? Not John Crump.
Not John Crump. Never. No, I've never even heard him share news before.
Who is that guy? I don't even know. John
Cron Jump.
I don't know. I don't know. No.
Livy? Is that Livy? Is that French?
Yeah.
Livy.
Yeah. Jean Crump.
Jean Crump Livy.
Shout out to John Crump. He's a great guy. Listen, I'm literally out on the streets with Lola. We've been out here all day in a van. At some point, the popo is going to roll up on me. So I am having fun with you guys, but I do probably need to get out of here.
Hey, I have two Florida things for you as a Florida native. You can have a sidearm and a long gun on you as long as you're going to the range, you're going hunting, or you're going fishing, or coming back from any one of those things. You can have a long gun or an exposed sidearm. Completely legal. You might have to deal with the cops, but you're legal. And we also, in my area, Hernando Sportsman's Club, twice a year we have a machine gun shoot. And we have a Humvee with, what is it, M134 machine gun, the Gatling gun, 50 cows, you name it. We got it over on our side. So please, if you're willing, let Dark pass on your information or my information if you feel so will. Text me or email me. Text is better. I don't check any of the social media. But I'll pass on the information when something's going to happen over here gun-wise, or if you ever want somebody to be able to help you out with independence on food security. And I also have friends that do this for a living. They did Derek Jeter's home and a couple other people's houses for self-sufficient.
All right. Don't be weird.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I do have the one last thing.
Eating off your land, man.
I know you are. I know. I love it. The last thing is two people. There's this guy who's really he's really vain. His name is Gerchop. Will you say hello to Gerchop?
What's up, Gerchop?
There you go, Gerchop. I got you that.
And what's this, Hank? Hank, it's me, Mitch. You still owe me that $30. What's that about?
He's being silly. Last thing is we give
the dirty 30. The dirty 30.
The dirty 30. We give our honored guest the opportunity to name each stream. So this is your stream to name. What would you like to call it?
What would I call it? Hank Strange the Magnificent.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Mic drop on that. I know you gotta go before the police come knocking at your door. So
we're out of here. Thanks so much, guys. I really do appreciate you guys.
Thank you,
it's been a great chat, and I appreciate you guys watching my stuff. Hopefully, you've rediscovered the Hank Strange situation.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to all the folks out there, brother. Good people hanging out with us all. Please be safe, be vigilant, and I will see you all soon. You're all welcome on the podcast anytime.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much, man.
All right.
You're welcome. Night. Be safe.
Take
You
care,
too.
man.
Peace. See you
Peace.
guys. I'm out. Do
Oh,
this. Yeah,
my
go
bad.
ahead. You can. Yeah.
All right. All right.
Oh,
It's like, damn, how am I gonna kick Hank Strange out of here?
he
So I
hopped
think,
back in. I'm like, do I need to do that again? No.
yeah, right.
Okay, apparently not.
So I think it's only appropriate if I do what I've done every other time a big YouTuber has come on here, and
Dude,
it's
don't
when I go,
masturbate in front of the
"Oh
chat.
my god, it was."
Don't do that again.
I'm just kidding.
Don't masturbate in front of everybody on
I'm
live
not.
stream
I'm
again.
not tubing the
You almost
Reuben.
got us
You know what I'm
banned
saying?
last time.
I'm not tubing the Reuben. I'm glad Lake came back from getting cigarettes. Cigarettes or booze or both.
Alcohol. I already had the cigarettes.
Yeah, I figured.
Smirnoff Smash, baby.
Oh my God. So hold on. So every time these guys are making jokes about you drinking Smirnoff, they're actually right. Oh my God. Kimball, please comment on this.
That's the lowest grade alcohol I can drink. And I'm not getting liquor drunk because that shit will roll up on me way too quickly if I'm not drinking responsibly with friends.
Dude, that's incredible.
Yeah,
Kimball, are
fuck
you
all of
calling
you.
me a banana? Um, okay, apparently you're drunk.
No, I'm not drunk. I got a solid buzz. I feel good though. Hold on, I'm getting
Oh,
rid of the mohawk.
Kimball asked if I could leave this. Yeah, we're gonna keep the stream going for a little bit. I don't have too much time tonight. Lola, oh, thanks guys. Definitely let's make plans to come on. Who moved my freedom, light, and of course you are welcome back anytime. Dark. Good night, y'all. Peace.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Miss
you,
Lola. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Lola. Lola.
Who sang the song?
I think it was Imagine Dragging These Nuts. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
He flew out of my nose and is
Yeah.
still flying around here.
No, who sang the song? Stop trying to freaking skip past it.
I don't fucking remember.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. What does
No
that
problem.
offend you?
Maybe somebody intelligent in the chat can say who sang the song Lola.
Oh shit, I forgot. My bad, Kimball. I forgot. Hold up. I'll send it to you right now so I don't forget, my friend. Okay, hold up. Okay. Boom. Hold on. I'm doing something for Detective Ron Rimble.
Oh, so you're showing favoritism. Okay. Let's see how
No,
that is.
I'm a man of my word, and I promised I would do something.
So you're gonna send him dick pics on live stream? Okay, right. Man
Just
of
a
your
couple.
word.
I am a man of my word.
I'm not gonna knock you, man. I'm not gonna knock you.
Okay. So that was dope. Having Hank Strange on, that's definitely a special treat. And let's see, the Kinks. The Kinks.
I was hoping Hank was gonna be rocking the mohawk also.
I mean, he was technically under the hat.
Yeah, no, that's not rocking a mohawk.
Yeah, I was rocking it.
No, that's not.
Do I rock a Glock every single day?
I know you sure as hell rock out with your Glock out.
I do. You can't see the motherfucker, but I'm rocking it. Squirt is a good soda. Cactus Cooler too. Cactus Cooler and Squirt are sodas.
I've heard of Cactus Cooler. I know Squirt also. Yes.
Fun fact about Mountain Dew: same pH and density as urine. What?
Yeah,
Silky
I
Glock.
could have believed that because of the ulcers in my stomach from when I was like 19 to 22 years old. Yeah, Mountain Dew and Taco Bell as an everyday thing don't work well.
Oh man, like I can only imagine the amount of ulcers that are like in the United States from all the Mountain Dew, Baja Blast, and Taco Bell that was
Am I still here?
PWEDC. You
Am
are
I
still
still
here.
Oh, somebody's using my FaceTime right now.
Ooh,
Yeah,
is it Sunny Boy?
I have no idea, but nobody has my account, and I just got notified that somebody's using my FaceTime
Did you
right
deny it?
now. It didn't give me a chance to deny it. It just said, okay or no.
Did you click no?
I hit okay. Because I
Oh
thought it
my
had
God.
something to do with the stream. But now I'm thinking
You just gave
somebody
someone
is,
permission to use your iCloud account for FaceTime.
if anybody's getting hustled out of their car insurance or some shit right now, it's not me.
Change. So Alex Pistoso
Fuck.
is like a white hat hacker. He's saying change your Apple ID immediately before they do.
I don't even know my password.
Then do forgot password and change it. For real, like no bullshit. Like do it right now. Like even if you got to get off stream for a second.
If I get off stream for a second, you're not going to see me for like a week.
Well,
I don't know
I'm
how to
gonna
do
end it
that,
here
and then I
in a
get
minute.
frustrated.
Yeah, I'm Mitchell. Too late. I'm in the cloud. No, but seriously though, I would make sure that's like if that message ever pops up, click no, even if it's like your son or something like, because you always have payment
Good.
on there.
Nope.
You
Nope.
always have.
Nope.
There's no payment on your iCloud.
Nothing.
Only all of your personal information.
Yeah, just my search history, which I really would like to be buried with. But I mean, like, fuck it.
Yeah, but it's
We're in
also
2021. We're good, right?
pictures, email, whatever email you set it up with, even if you don't use it. I mean, it's the settings of
I got a
all your
lot of
devices.
questionable shit that I have no problem becoming public knowledge. Put it like that. Even the shit that I searched when it came down to stuff that goes boom, not worried about it because everything is within my legal right. Um,
Well,
yeah, I'm
if
good.
I call your phone tomorrow and some dude in India picks up, um, I'm not going to be red rockets incoming. I just
Yeah,
don't want you
exactly.
to have an issue. That's all.
Dude, I'll put it like this. I've already dealt with enough issues. Um,
Why not add one more? Is that what you're saying?
Go for it, man. Make my life spicy. Let's have fucking fun. I get enough. Oh, your car insurance warranty or solar panels or this or that. I don't care. I've already had cops at my house. I don't care.
All
They're
right,
not
let's get
worried
this.
about
Let's get
me.
since we got almost 50 people in here still. Let's get a vote for light. A Y is yes, change your password, and N is no, don't worry about it. You're good, buddy. You're fine. I'm
Do you
sure you're
guys want to
okay.
see a fucked up freight train accident? Hit N.
Let's
I'm not
see.
even looking at the comments. I'm just gonna sit back.
That's
Fuck it.
okay. I'll tell you. Oh, we got one no and one yes. Ooh, we're starting off at a coin toss. Look at that.
Ooh, come on. I
Um,
want more no's than yeses.
No, yes, yes. PBR, good for wife beating. Do it anyway.
I don't drink
Yes,
PBR.
yes, yes. No, yes. Okay, so far we got more. Dude, why are you not changing it now? Email is key to all your shit. Yes, 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 yes. Yes,
Yes, yes,
both.
yes, yes.
Nope. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no,
That
yes, no.
yes.
Nah, you good. NAWUGUD. Um, Light, I was just on your cloud. I may not agree with your choice of step. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Light's gotta get Paxini dick pics on his phone now.
Next DLD's co-host is gonna be called Totally Not White's Hacker. Oh, totally not Light's Hacker. I'm the most fire mofo up in this chat. Tell me no, done.
This is my live stream now. I am the captain of the live stream.
Oh, dude, how trippy would it be if someone else whoop like another bubble popped in? It was like a dude from India. Yes times infinity. Yes. Kimball put G, which I guess is right in between no and yes. So yes times infinity.
G sounds
Yes,
like good.
feeling.
We good.
Light drinks cheaper shit than PBR.
Exactly. I can't afford PBR, man. I mean, that's the
Oh,
high class hippie shit.
we got a raffle. We got a raffle. Texas Bullet, what's up, brother? Says yes. Edge of South says yes for like the third time. All right. Oh, there was more. Sorry. Is this like a presidential election? Do we get infinite votes?
Ooh,
This
hey,
is
please
great.
have your grandfather vote for me. You know, the one that passed away like 30 years ago? Fucking
Yeah,
have all of them vote.
my
You know how it goes.
my great grandfather that died on a battlefield that voted for Hillary Clinton.
All right, so just giving everybody in the chat a heads up right now. Um, whether you guys say yes or no, I'm not gonna do shit. And if I get digital herpes, I was in the Navy. I lucked out enough times not catching anything. We'll see how the internet does for me. I really don't fucking care. There's no personal information where they can get bank accounts or anything else from me off of my iCloud and shit like that. But
I won't continue harping on it. I just, I just don't, it's not even necessarily like it's the control of the device and it's the information, the little bits of information that they use to get other information. That's the danger.
Dark, look, next time you have a live stream, yes, I am light. I love Florida.
I
Yeah.
like the strange of Hank. Yeah,
I was
Facebook
trying to do a
spies.
Russian accent. I'm horrible right now, man. I'm sorry, y'all.
I was
No,
doing
tomorrow I'll look into changing it and everything. But no, legit, I got the notification from Apple saying somebody is accessing my FaceTime. Whatever.
this is
I'm not in the ability to be able to hack or alter my shit right now and remember what the password is tomorrow. So we'll just leave it as, let's just see how much damage and how much forest fires happen in the meantime. And then when I wake up in the morning, when I remember around 3 to 8 o'clock at night, I'll change it.
so then the next chat exercise is going to be what terrible things do you think are going on in Light's Cloud right now?
Oh my
His
God.
bank accounts are being routed to India as we speak.
I hope so, because there's a whole bunch of bank accounts that are discontinued that have nothing to do with this. And I actually pay uh, by buying. I have prepaid cell phone service. I don't like, being on a contract.
You could be
And
like, "Yo, I had way more money in those accounts.
no,
Way more money."
I literally buy my card and I fucking put it onto my phone. So there's no cards associated with my phone for the whole length of service, which is like 3.5 years. Um, yeah, it's really hard unless you can get into my Amazon account.
Let's see. They
I'm
may
not
be able
asking you
to.
to get into my Amazon account, but I'm just saying I'm hoping you can. But you know, hey, please don't fuck with me. Please don't. I don't want to have to
Okay,
tell my
so
card holders or the people who, cover me on my card, hey, that was a fraudulent charge, man. That's a lie. That's a lie.
yeah, that's what I thought. I thought every single iCloud had to have a credit card attached to it.
No,
Um, Alex
no.
says
Only
App
if
Store
you
has
want
your
to
card on
have,
it.
yeah, good. I'm glad you have the card that's been canceled because I got hacked at a gas station gas pump. Thumbs up to iCloud. That's the only reason why I still have an iCloud account.
So I'm gonna use my OG back scratcher. What the hell happened to my mic? He's donating to a Nigerian prince's cause.
Dude, when I worked in the ag industry, we actually had a Nigerian. He wasn't a prince, but he was a business owner, and I'm pretty sure the businesses he owned were scamming people saying the Nigerian prince thing. But we did agricultural deals with Nigeria, Laos, or was it no Lagos, Nigeria, and we sent probably like $1.5 million worth of inventory to them, shipped it to them from Florida, all that other shit. And whatever they did with it over there, that's on them. But they had some of the finest organic fertilizers and pesticides and fungicides that money could fucking buy. So, you know what? I dealt with a Nigerian prince, and I actually met him in person here in America. Picked him up from the airport. Um, so, yeah, let it happen, whatever. I already have enough bullshit in my life happening. Anything that happens financial, I'm just going to fucking laugh and you straight up belly chuckle. Oh, you thought you fucked me? Yeah.
Next stream, we're gonna be sitting here talking, and he's not gonna have a buzz. He's gonna be like, "You're never gonna guess what happened."
Dude, I'm fucking homeless. They took my house and I got a hoodie.
And a
I
sign.
never smoked crack before, but I just found out the benefits of it. Yeah, sure.
I
Yeah,
just found out the benefits of it.
yeah, go for it, man.
Oh,
I don't
man.
give a fuck. There's nothing that you can get off of my online database that's going to give you my card info.
Yeah.
And if you
Well,
do, I already have the fucking backstops on all that shit. So, I'm not too worried. This is why I don't have fucking social media accounts other
yeah.
than YouTube and the fucking one thing that you put me on, Dark. What was it? Discord, where we can talk in there.
Something like that. Brisk Nord, Sith Lord. God, I forgot what it's called now.
you know,
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
black.com. Oh, that's where we talk. Black.com. I
Black.com.
gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it's mandatory that you post a video, something like that. That's strange. Um, you just found out the benefits now? Damn, man. You'll know who hacked your profile if unexpected purchases from Arby's start showing up. Yeah, that's bacon for sure.
I don't have an Arby's in my town, Bacon.
That
Kind of
crack is
fucked up.
medicinal. So is the machine gun. They've got the meats. They do.
Hey, that's a service machine gun, and that's service crack, just like a
Yeah.
service dog.
My machine guns identify as single shot muzzle loaders.
All my guns identify as black powder.
Yeah.
Just saying.
All my guns identify as dirt bikes, and they require mufflers.
Oh, hey, let me bring something up to you, Dark. That when me, you, and Doug were talking, I brought up this conversation. What happens if you made a threaded attachment inside of your truck door and basically turned the cabin of your truck into a silencer? If you got divorced, your wife technically could not take your truck or sell it because it's an NFA item.
Yeah. Unless she's on the revocable living trust as a trustee, which of course don't do that.
I'm just saying.
So at that point, what you do
They
is you
can't take your vehicle at that point.
make the house a suppressor. Okay, 1/2 by 28 on the siding. Okay, run a monolithic tube all the way through, and then baffle at the other end with an end cap on it. Boom, register Form 1 that bitch.
Dude, hey, straight through the attic, so you don't have to worry about anything. The whole house is covered, and even if your wife's are on the same title, she can't take it from you. She can't sell it. It's an NFA Form 1 title.
Yeah, but if she's an she would literally go get her FFL.
Yeah, she would have to. She would have to be on the original FFL and the that tax stamp to be able to claim deed over that, unless you willingly transferred it to her.
Yeah, she could only, well, no, she could, as an individual, even if she didn't have her FFL, she as an individual could still purchase the item, but he would have to willingly sell it to her.
All right, so
Right?
Dark, here, you know what? Fuck that bitch. I'm pouring gasoline on the house. I'm destroying this NFA item,
Stop!
and now there's no more. Now there's no more silencer. There's no more silencer to sell.
ATF, you can take it off the registry. We need pictures
Oh,
to
hey,
prove confirmation of destruction. Okay.
and you just see a whole bunch of kids standing next to the house on fire with marshmallows and shit, and Daddy's right there waving. Hi.
I want to make the world's largest suppressor and try to NFA register it. Well, if you think about what Light was just talking about, well, we were just saying like that would be like a 36-foot long can, and you have to submit the measurements of the Form 1. So like imagine like, 2-inch diameter, 36-inch or 36-inch, I'm sorry, 36-foot length. They'd be like, we need pictures of this.
Dark.
What?
I already fucking figured it out. This is how we take over America right now.
Should we be talking about this on stream?
Yes, I want everybody to know, because I just had an epiphany. What if you were to claim the airspace of America as the chambers of your suppressor?
Yeah,
I'm just saying, you can't define how big or how small a suppressor can be.
I got an idea. You take 6 drones. Each drone contains a baffle, and then one contains an end cap. You fly them up in the sky. You keep one end cap on the ground, 1/2x28, of course. Maybe a tri-lug adapter. We can work on that. And then you
even if there's an electrical fire at his house, he's suspect number 1.
Yeah.
God damn it.
And then John Rice says, "Is he high?"
No.
I am, allegedly. And then you measure the distance between the end cap with the threading on
that
it.
won't work, because
all
it
the way
has
up.
to be that has to be an enclosed circumference or enclosed sphere or whatever it is.
I've never seen that.
If you claim the Earth's atmosphere as part of your baffle chamber, because you can't hear my 9mm firing in China.
It's
just
true.
saying,
It's working as a
just
silencer.
saying,
Yeah,
just
it's true.
saying. I'm
Yeah.
saying this now.
A
and
dampener.
if we have good lawyers watching this, even bad lawyers, even people who think they might be a lawyer, please, let's fight this shit. And I'm telling you right now, we're going to win, because the legal definition of all these things are meant to be within a contained area. If you define the contained area as the atmospheric region around the Earth, every gun is suppressed.
Every gun, which means the Safe Hearing Act is pushed through today. Bingo, we got it.
Done.
So now
I win gun control. We're good.
now,
You're welcome.
Because of that, I am going to restart my Amazon Prime account, because I canceled everything. Netflix, Amazon Prime, fucking Disney Plus, ABC Mouse, like anything that was like negative bullshit propaganda entertainment. I literally nixed all of it, and I get to keep more monies, which are also all bullshit programming.
Hey,
but
Dark, technically, if I register this device with the NFA, You can't sell your house without my approval, and every other person in this country.
In
Just
your
saying.
revocable living trust, it says,
Just saying.
you know, some short-barreled rifle, some suppressor, and then the world. Serial number.
Russia's trying to take over Syria. Hey, Russia, I have a claim on this right now.
Yeah.
Back off, dude.
All of you
I'm
guys
the only
will.
superpower at this point. Just
You'd
saying.
have to go to light to get your FFL, your FEL, your. The judge could still force the sale of the NFA item via FFL Type 3 or 7.
Can I really be the judge of who has a suppressor inside of my suppressor? If the world is my suppressor, can I literally be like, yeah, I'll authorize your suppressor purchase? I don't know. I just think they're all good at that point. That's the way I say it.
Armitage, bro. Oh my god.
Armitage, how far did you shove it up into that chocolate starfish to find
Oh,
out?
stop. You know it's
Because if
so
it
funny?
leaked around it, you're not getting full suppression.
If you got some gas blowback, the purpose of it is gas expansion. So, I mean, you're hitting the nail on the head.
Hey,
The,
if he farted into that and he burped, you would know that there was blowback in the system,
it's
right?
ass to mouth. It's ass to mouth. You never do ass to mouth.
Unless you're in love.
You know what's funny is like Hank and Lola Strange are probably like, let's check out their stream. Let's see what those
Oh
guys
God.
chat
Oh
about
God.
afterwards. Hey, if you guys are watching, this is not one of our typical streams. We're just fucking around with our people, our viewers.
We're having fun making jokes.
What?
Can a fart push back a bolt?
Oh my god. Could
Oh
a
my.
fart run a there's only one way for you to find that out, and I'm gonna guess your butthole is not threaded in half by 28.
If your
Oh
grandfather's been inside of a nursing home for a while, he might be able to help you out with that one.
dude. Okay, so what's up with CRS? No videos in 3 days. Okay, so I got some news for you guys about CRS, and I don't wanna
He came out of the closet.
he's still in there.
Oh,
No.
okay. All right, never mind.
Has there ever been a supersonic fart? This is great. No, but all joking aside, if you guys are curious about CRS, you may want to reach out to him, see if he's okay, if he's like eating food and drinking water, and because on Father's Day, he got the new Resident Evil, and he has not gone to bed since.
Dark, yes, there has been a supersonic and a hypersonic fart. Giving y'all heads up, the SR-71 Blackbird and basically any fucking, supersonic fighter. Yeah, pilot farts in there. He's going above the sound barrier or hypersonic. You got a hypersonic. It is what it is. It's technicality, but it
Yeah,
does make the
but it's not
premise.
a supersonic fart. That's a fart where the gas is moving over 1,080 feet per second.
Yeah. Now think about it. You're already moving over 1,080 feet per second, and you fart. Now you just add whatever the gas pressure that you just released as.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're
Right.
saying.
So if you're
So,
doing
like, if
100 miles,
Maverick and Goose farted, it's a supersonic fart while they
exactly.
were okay. I see what you're saying.
If you're doing 1,000 miles an hour and your bullet shoots 1,000 miles an hour and you shoot it out of the back of the plane, the bullet is going to drop straight down. Why? Because you matched in increment velocity. But if the bullet is moving with, it actually increases in speed over what it's over that 1,000 feet or 2,000 feet per second, whatever it may be. So there are a couple technicalities that you can win by on
Oh
things
my
like that.
god. Hold on. Oh shit.
All right. Everybody in the chat, does anybody, and I think I said this when we had the podcast going.
Okay, we were just talking about you on stream, and I was like, "Oh my god, you're on stream, so don't say anything crazy." All right, never mind.
Hey,
All right, love you too. Bye.
all right. So, out of all y'all gentlemen and maybe lady or ladies,
Even
um,
ladies in England, that's crazy, bro.
oh yeah, I know, anywhere. Does anybody know the only time a plane has ever been taken down by a pistol? Dark, I've told you this at least twice. I want to see if anybody in here remembers, and I'm looking at the chat.
I don't even
If
remember. I'm just
okay,
kidding. I'm joking. Of course, I remember. And you're telling me twice means you've told me 17 times.
yeah, probably.
I'm just kidding. He put his
No.
controller down to call. Yeah. World War II.
Yes, it was World War II. Um, Anybody know the story, or I could just give a really, really brief recap, and it's actually freaking very amazing.
Oh, apparently you've told the story on stream before.
All right. American pilot did that too. Yes, an American pilot did do a Japanese pilot. So a bomber got shot down by Japanese pilots. In the war convention or the rules of law with the war, you weren't supposed to be able to shoot down people inside of a parachute. Well, bomber got shot down. Multiple people hopped out of it. This dude is literally watching his people that he was on the plane with get strafing runs by a dude Jap in a Zero, and just fucking lighting them up with the 50 cal, whatever caliber it was that they were using on the Japanese aircraft at the time. Well, he's going by with his cockpit open at damn near stall speed, which means like 70 miles an hour, just putting, making sure everybody's dead. Dude fucking is acting dead, just hanging there in his parachute. The Jap pilot comes close enough, pulls out his 1911, bop, 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 bop. Me only recorded evidence of a person ever shooting down a fighter plane with a pistol. And that is one of the most amazing stories, other than the guy in Vietnam who talked about force of violence. In Vietnam, they did not have like a designated sniper and shit like that because it was all jungle. So basically they had somebody who was a designated sniper, but he was also called a scout. And he would scout ahead, one or two clicks and make sure that everything looked pretty clear, then come back and everybody would follow him forward and he'd still be leading forward. Well, one of those days in Vietnam, he ended up coming around and running into like a 6-man team of the Viet Cong. And he had his bolt action rifle with the scope on it. And I want to say he had a 1911 and a revolver on him. He ended up coming into that. And when I say small clearing, I'm talking about like 20 foot by 30 foot wide. And there's still trees in between and shit, but enough for where everybody came in the middle and saw each other, and everybody lost their shit. Dude, everybody's like freaking out, like, oh my god, the American. He pulled up his 1911 in his revolver and just started dumping rounds. Bop, 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 bop. Didn't mean he killed everybody, but one man versus like 4 to 6 people, maybe even more, they ran the F out of there. And I still can't find the story. I've been trying to find it. But the term adopted that day was force of violence. And it was an amazing story. Dude survived, and that's how we got his story. But I've been trying to find that story. If anybody can find that Vietnam Force of Violence story with the scout sniper, please send me a link or send it to Dark, and Dark will send it to me. I literally have been looking for it everywhere, but that's another an amazing story.
Is that similar to Violence of Action? Or is that a similar terminology to Violence of Action?
I would say that's similar to. I would say it's the same term, but with used two different ways.
Oh, okay.
Force of violence was what was used in Vietnam, and the other one was used more modern time. I might be wrong with this, but that was the first time I've ever heard that term being used until my military career. So it's one of those where I think that supersedes it, but I may be wrong. Yeah.
Well, all I want to say is sometimes you just need to brace yourself for the future. Okay. And as you brace yourself for the future, you can just extend your life expectancy. Um, I am not a lawyer. I don't give legal advice. I don't give life advice. But here's what I will tell you: when it comes to all that shit that we're dealing with um, you know, the gay FT and pistol braces. What I'll say, I saw your banana. What I'll say right now is
Oh,
violence of action. It's probably just the same phrases, like different time.
yeah, violence of action.
Yeah, it's probably just like different time, same type of shit, but different time period. What I would say is my intention is zero compliance. My intention is, you know, standing a ground and taking a stand for something that you're already. You know what? Sorry, we had such a great time tonight. Let me not end on a note like that. Um, Thank you guys. Thank you all of you. Thank you, Light. Thank you to Hank Strange, freaking pure Chad for coming on here and just if I was like all these kids, I'd be like, he's a pure like bass Chad, bro. But thank you all you guys for coming in and engaging and just kicking it with us and just having a good freaking time. Sometimes we just need to laugh. So thank y'all.
Exactly.
Love you too, Blue. You're my boy, Blue. Thank you, Bob.
Ladies and gentlemen, I bid you my adieu. Thank y'all. And anything else in the future, I have no problem being made fun of. I don't give a shit. But I do want to be able to pass out some type of information. And I really want to be able to pass out some type of independent self sufficiency. So I need y'all heathens that listen and watch us to possibly actually do something for yourself and send us some information. Send us a video so we can be able to post this or be able to have you on here live. We want to be able to make this a community where even if you're not doing your own shit, if you're doing some book research and you can pass out some information to people, we're happy for that. But it's all trial and error. We want everybody to be able to at least start a little bit, a little small part. I mean, just like your penis,
Yeah,
just a little tiny thing. And
little
when you
things.
get excited, it starts to grow
It
and it can grow
blossoms.
into a garden and
Yeah.
you can fertilize
Still
the earth.
still a small garden, but
Oh yeah, small garden, small garden.
link please. Oh, it's DLD builds. DLD builds.
I'm gonna start trying to put some more stuff on DLD builds. I have a couple things that have been finished and a couple things that need to get refurbished. But yeah, I've been dealing with a couple stupid freaking things on my end that really, really much so suck. Uh, but I'll try to do something this week. And if you come over to my channel, make a comment on one of my videos and something that you want to see, um, please let me know, because this is where I want to be able to have the self-help, the building side of things, and go from there. So let me
Yeah, and
know.
like Light said, like ask yourself. I know a lot of times, like, the things I'm going to record a video night. Hell yeah, 280 to you. Peace. You should show off that AK that you showed me, bro. That is one of the most unique AKs that I've seen ever. So do that. Your people want to hear about it. So really quickly, like Light is saying, right? Like a lot of things that we like put out, even if they're serious, like a lot of times, you know, they tend to be looked at as like entertainment. Okay. So what I would say is just like Leia is saying, ask yourself a question like, what have I done to, put myself in this direction of becoming more independent and self-sufficient? What changes have I made? What habits am I changing? It's the little things. And remember, there's a quote. It's the chains of habit are far too light to be felt until they are far too heavy to be broken. So make those tiny incremental changes and, get headed in the right direction.
What was it?
So,
Sum 41? All the small things.
yeah,
Truth
all the
comes,
small things.
truth brings.
Jesus, I
I'm
haven't heard
just
that
saying,
song.
it's all the small things. And Crump or Detective John Kimball, I've built a couple of things. It's just I never did it on video. I always showed you the before or the after. What I'm trying to actually work on is actually showing um, how to build these things. I'm working on my nerve damage in my neck, and it's actually getting better. So I'm getting more active on things, but I'm still limited on, some certain heavy duty activities. So it's a pain in the ass, and I am genuinely trying, and I don't want to do it with having to pay my neighbor and shit like that. So, things may be a little bit slower to come. But once I start going into the seeding phase of my plants, I'll start showing videos on how to harvest and save seeds, on how to plant certain things. I'm still waiting on my chickens to lay their first eggs, but I still have to build a roost for them, uh, you know, so they can lay their eggs in. They have their own little chicken coop, but they can't lay eggs in there yet. So there's a couple things I need to do. So over the next week or two, you might end up finding 2 or 3 videos up there, and I'm going to be editing them on my phone. So let me know what you think, and I can take criticism. I can handle you being a dick, but in a joking manner, I can handle all of it.
Yeah,
But
take it easy, man. Take it
yeah,
easy. Our friend from England, by the way, Wendy, thank you so much for tuning in from England. Um, that's incredible. I live on a canal. I have an allotment, chickens, and a bug out bag. I think an allotment is like preps, maybe. Also, it was
that's a
Blink
different
182.
language. We don't know that language over here in the States.
Yeah, that's the Queen's language. The proper. No, I won't even try to do that. DLD. So Delta Lima Delta builds BUILDS. I'll share the channel on our channel, and that way it'll channel the inner channel to be channeled by your
if you
channel.
guys if you guys message and comment on there and just be genuine, let me know on some of the things that you want me to show you. I can show you bushcraft work. I can do all this, and I can do it with my young children. And if I can teach them how to build a shelter in the woods, or teach them how to fish or garden, which I teach them on my own property, I mean, literally, I will teach you like I teach my damn children, and I'll have my children there with me. So, I mean, it's nothing to offend anybody, but I want to show people that these are things that you can literally learn in a very quick and easy time conducive manner to be able to help you out for the future. And that's what I want to do. Not everybody can be saved, not everybody can be helped. But if you can help everybody, just like Jesus gave the man, or, instead of giving the man a fish, he taught the man to fish, he can feed himself. Well, if you don't teach the man how to fish, well, you can eat all the fish in that lake. I mean, you can be an asshole or you can pass it on. And I want to be able to pass on information, even though, yes, you can Google it or you can YouTube it. If you enjoy this content, I'd like to be able to, have an open conversation, dialogue, and talk with people and see, what things people are interested in with me doing, with me by myself or me with my children. And everything I teach to my children, or everything that I've taught to my children or I will teach my children, is something I will teach y'all. And if I'm willing to teach my children it means something. I don't want my children to learn how to fucking code or learn what C++ is. I don't give a fuck. I want my kids to know how to live off the land or do mechanical or this or that, but be able to move in whatever future they have forward. But I
I
want
hope
them
what
to
you
know their
guys are taking away
basics.
from this is that light is like Jesus.
No,
I'm just
no.
kidding. You made the reference
I
to.
like orgies. I haven't been in one, but I mean, from what I've seen on the internet, I like them.
Oh my God. Okay. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We love you guys. Stay safe, stay dangerous, and I am thrilled that today you got to witness Hank Strange the Magnificent. Peace out, y'all. Later.